What is self-care and why is it important for correctional officers to participate in it? In this video, I'm going to answer that question and give you 3 reasons that it's necessary for correctional officers to participate in self-care.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Got to get my worms and my Gatorade, my bait. All right, let's go. Morning, Kevin. I hope so. So what is self-care and why does it matter to correctional officers? Well, it's because during the week, we deal with such an insane amount of stress and craziness and yelling and screaming that we need a reprieve, that we need a respite, that we need to seek shelter from all of the shit that we deal with throughout the week. Over the years, I've had several hobbies, several escapes, if you will. For a while, I was building coffee tables out of pallets, whiskey racks out of sticks from my backyard. For a while there, I had a pretty big garden. I was growing tomatoes and peas and carrots and corn, because having a garden was the furthest place that I could get from a correctional facility. It seemed like the polar opposite of working inside of the walls and the wire, right? The green, the leafy smell. And for the last couple of years, my thing, my hobby, my escape has been kayak fishing. Now, I'm a terrible fisherman. In fact, I don't even know what I'm looking for. I just throw the pole in the water and hopefully whatever I get, right? And sometimes I don't get anything, but I don't care. I'm out on the water, I'm outside, I'm breathing the fresh air without a mask, without a barrier to my life force. So that's what we're on our way to do right now. We're gonna put the kayak in the water, we're gonna get our feet wet a little bit, drown a couple of worms and see what happens. Man, there are like 1,000 people here today. I just grabbed the last parking spot in the parking lot, but that's okay. We're going to do it, right? I am going to force myself to be around people today, because that's the first thing. That's the number one thing. We have to be around people that aren't incarcerated. We have to get back in touch with the community, with society, to remind us that there are good people in the world, that there are decent people to be around, that not everybody is out there trying to lie and manipulate and steal and murder and rape and kill. Let's just get the kayak out of the truck. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on here. Listen, self-care is so important because our perception of the world, our idea of society gets so skewed from working inside of a correctional facility. It's ridiculous. It changes the way that we see things. It changes the way that we behave. On the outside, we become cynical. We isolate ourselves, and the only way to do that is to take care of ourselves so we can participate in normal life. I'm such a terrible fisherman. I just had a conversation with a guy, and he was talking about jerk bait and weeds and everything else. I don't know. My goal is just to throw a worm in the water and see what happens. I told him my goal was just to get out of the house a little bit. What he doesn't understand, sorry, I'm dragging the kayak behind me. What he doesn't understand is that me just getting my ass off the couch is a huge win. Just me having a conversation with a regular human being is a win. Now I'm gonna roll down here, jump in the water, and go fishing. Lake is like glass. Although the parking lot was super crowded with 1,000 cars in it, I've only passed a couple of people fishing, which is beautiful. So I can participate in my self-care and my socializing without actually socializing. It's awesome. All right, I think I found me a spot here and I tied up next to this tree. And I'm gonna put these poles in the water. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, guys. I just had like 5 conversations, man, with other people. It is awesome. That's it, just a bobber and a worm. That's the extent of my fishing setup. I got my first fish. Not bad, I've only been here a couple of minutes. I got my first fish, already feeling very positive about today. While I'm waiting for this fish to bite, while I'm waiting for the fish to consume my, oh, I gotta go. I think I got a fish on. I think it's just toying with me though. So while I'm waiting for the fish to bite, while I'm waiting for this fish to toy with me, I wanna talk to you a little bit about the second reason that self-care is important. Important to participate in self-care because it creates a definite line in the sand. It complements that transition period that we've been talking about that completely separates your professional life from your personal life. I'm gonna throw back in here. Stole my hook. Didn't steal my hook, it stole my worm. We got this here, good old-fashioned Canadian night crawler. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in Canada who watch the show, who check out the articles and the vlogs. Appreciate you guys, your support up there. Hopefully there's no fishermen that are watching this, baiting the hook. We're gonna throw this back out here. So like I said when I started the video, self-care is your respite, it's your reprieve. I got a fish. So like I said when I started the video, self-care is your respite, it's your reprieve, it's your positive outlook to the negativity that you deal with on a daily basis when you work behind the walls and the wire of a correctional facility. By participating in that positivity, it helps erase or negate the negativity that we deal with on a daily basis. Stole my shit again. I've caught one so far today. You guys didn't come here to watch me fish. Maybe I should do a fishing channel. No, because when I watch fishing channels, I want the guys to actually catch fish. Think of self-care as like a workout for your soul, as a workout for your emotional well-being. See, throughout our week, throughout our shift, throughout our walk behind the walls, we are constantly using this. Our bodies are constantly in a hypervigilant state. And only by participating in positivity, by practicing self-care, are we able to relax? Are we able to come down from that adrenaline dump, that high that we get when we're running and we're fighting and we're arguing and we're constantly solving problems? See, out here on the water, out here on the lake, there's none of that. Inside of a gym, there's none of that. On a walk or a hike or in a garden or inside of a book, there's none of that. Guys, by being out in nature, by getting off the couch, getting some vitamin D sunlight into your brain, on your skin. I got a bug in my glasses. It helps feed you and fuel you for the upcoming week. All right, guys, and lastly, let me wrap this up because my hands smell like fish and shrimp, and I'm about ready to smash right into this tree because I'm not steering my kayak. It's important to participate in self-care, to practice these activities that we've been talking about because it makes you a better officer. If you release some of that stress, if you're able to have a reason that you're living other than going to work, when you go into the facility, you're gonna have a clear head, a clear heart, and you're gonna be able to handle the stress and the situations that come at you. All of a sudden, that guy that won't go to his room the first time or the 7th time that you ask him won't be such a big deal. Your coworker handing in that paperwork just a little bit too late won't make you lose your shit. It won't be a big deal because you'll have something to look forward to, something that you're focused on other than this profession. So here's the challenge for the week. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to participate in a self-care activity, and I want you to tell me what you did. Leave a comment below about what it is that you did to get your head out of the facility. Drinking doesn't count. Shooting guns does not count. Watching old episodes of Hoist Gracie whooping Dan Severum does not count. Although those were some good fights. Practicing self-care will help you lead a fulfilling life. It'll help you have a happier existence. If you're looking to make corrections a career, then this is a must. It'll help extend your career. It'll help you battle the burnout that you're likely to encounter. Look, I'm a firm believer that the reason that we get so worked up, that we get so pissed off when something happens at work is because we have no release. We have no outlet for that frustration and for that anger. And we work a profession where those problems are gonna be there. They're gonna present themselves every single day. And that gets a little overwhelming. We work in a profession where there's no finished product, right? There's no end game. There's no quota to meet. And so sometimes it feels like we don't do anything, that we serve absolutely no purpose. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. And that's probably going to be the topic of another video. But when we take care of ourselves emotionally, when we focus on our mental health, all of that makes sense. We see that there is a bigger meaning, a greater good, and we see it with a clear head and a clear heart. Look, we work too hard and we put up with too much shit to not have a satisfying existence on the outside. And I can hear you. You're swearing at your phone. You're saying, Bill, I'm too tired to get off the... You're not fucking tired. You're emotionally drained. You're worn out. Your batteries are empty. And that's why this self-care thing is so important, because you're not tired. Not physically anyways. Look, if you find yourself fed up or pissed off at people for no reason, if you're angry, if you're harboring resentment, then try this out. Look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Then you lose nothing. You can still stay inside. From then on out, you could say, look, Bill, I tried to have a hobby. I tried to participate in something positive and it didn't work. So I'm just gonna keep being a jerk. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth to work and spend 60 or 70 hours inside of my polyester suit, inside of my uniform, behind this badge, and that's where I'm gonna be. Look, more power to you, but this job, this profession, will eat you alive if you let it. And by refusing to take care of yourself, to acknowledge that you need to do some work on your mental health, is like just eating donuts and tacos and pizza every single day and never working out, never running, never lifting a weight. You're going to be worthless. You're going to be a shell, and you're going to succumb to the enemy that is the correctional environment. All right, guys, I'm starving. I gotta head in. All right, well, there you have it. I pulled the kayak out of the water. I didn't fall on my ass when I did it. Caught a couple of teeny fish, but I got off the couch. I feel good. I'm ready to take on the day. I'm ready to take on the upcoming week. You know what getting outside and talking to people reminds me of? Hey, what's up, dude? Look it, right here. This is my coworker right here. We're making a little video about self-care. This is the first time I think I've been out in public where I've seen more coworkers than I have inmates, which is great. Hi, how you doing? Good. I don't know if I said this or not, but what being out in public and talking to people reminds me of, that I like being out in public and talking to people. So try it. Give it a try. Repercussions be damned. All right, guys, I'm gonna load this beast up. Until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.